Know the force behind the flag. Whether it's warships, fighter jets, or the next big defense move, if it matters to Philippine security, it's here. In recent years, the Philippine military has been on a mission to transform from a largely territorial and internal security-focused force into a modern, credible military capable of defending national sovereignty and deterring external threats. At the heart of this transformation is the Philippine Air Force's multi-role fighter, AEWNC, acquisition program, long considered one of the most ambitious, and perhaps the most critical, defense projects in the country's modern history. But within defense circles, there's growing recognition that simply buying a squadron of advanced fighter jets isn't enough. Modern air defense isn't just about fast planes and powerful missiles. It's about information, seeing farther, detecting threats. In recent years, the Philippine military has been on a mission to transform from a largely territorial and internal security-focused force into a modern, credible military capable of defending national sovereignty and deterring external threats. At the heart of this transformation is the Philippine Air Force's multi-role fighter, AEWNC, acquisition program, long considered one of the most ambitious, and perhaps the most critical, defense projects in the country's modern history. But within defense circles, there's growing recognition that simply buying a squadron of advanced fighter jets isn't enough. Modern air defense isn't just about fast planes and powerful missiles. It's about information, seeing farther, detecting threats earlier, and coordinating responses more effectively. This is where the game changing role of Airborne Early Warning and Control, AEWNC, aircraft comes in. AEWNC platforms serve as flying command centers and radar stations, giving fighter jets and ground-based air defense systems a broader, clearer, and real-time picture of what's happening in the skies. For the Philippines, an archipelago with vast maritime territory and growing security challenges, adding AEWNC capability isn't a luxury. It's increasingly seen as an urgent necessity. The Philippine Air Force already relies heavily on ground-based radar installations to monitor national airspace. These systems form the backbone of the country's air surveillance network. But fixed radars have a major vulnerability: they're static and can be targeted early in a conflict, either by missile strikes, sabotage, or electronic warfare. In contrast, AEWNC aircraft can reposition, fly high above contested areas, and continue providing surveillance and command even if ground systems are taken offline. They don't just detect aircraft either. Modern AEWNC systems can track cruise missiles, coordinate fighter jets, and direct ground-based air defense batteries, all in real time. In military terms, this is called force multiplication. With AEWNC support, even a relatively small air force like the PAF's becomes far more capable. Pilots know what threats are coming, from where, and when, long before they would with cockpit radars alone. In short, AEWNC platforms don't just add capability, they change the very nature of air defense. As of today, Sweden's Saab appears to be the leading candidate in the Philippine MRF competition, offering its JAS-39 Gripen fighter. But the Gripen itself is only part of what makes Saab's offer attractive. The real breakthrough could be Saab's proposal to bundle the fighters with AEWNC aircraft and mid-air refueling tankers. Bundled deals like this can solve two major challenges the Philippine defense establishment faces: time and cost. Buying multiple types of aircraft through separate bidding processes takes years. Every project needs planning, budgeting, congressional approval, and often new feasibility studies. In contrast, negotiating a package deal can streamline the process, reduce paperwork, and ensure all systems are compatible from day one. There's also the issue of financing. Initially, budget constraints led many to believe that adding AEWNC aircraft or refueling tankers would be impossible. But the Swedish government has expressed willingness to provide financial support for the deal, potentially through favorable loan terms or export credits. This financial backing could make the difference between a minimalist fighter-only package and a comprehensive, fully networked air defense system. During the biennial Asian Defense and Security (ADAS) exhibitions in 2022 and 2024, Philippine defense observers, including well-known defense page Bones QPH, had the opportunity to speak directly with Saab representatives. According to those conversations, if the deal includes an AEWNC system, the Saab Erieye 2000 radar is the preferred solution. The Erieye 2000 radar system is typically mounted on the Saab 2000 aircraft, a twin-engine turboprop that offers a blend of relatively low operational costs and modern sensor capability. It can track hundreds of targets simultaneously, at ranges far beyond what ground-based radars can see. Importantly, the Erieye system isn't theoretical. It's already in service with countries like Pakistan, where it reportedly played a critical role during a tense air engagement with India as recently as May of last year. Its real-world record makes it especially appealing for a country like the Philippines, which faces actual, not hypothetical, security threats. Beyond the Saab 2000 platform, other options have also been discussed. According to several defense resource persons consulted by Bones QPH, the older Saab 340 AEWNC was briefly considered, including possibly sourcing pre-loved units from Sweden's own inventory. However, that plan ran into geopolitical realities. Following Sweden's accession to NATO in 2024 and its commitment to support Ukraine, reports suggest those surplus Saab 340 aircraft are being redirected as military aid to Ukraine. This effectively removes the second-hand option from consideration. Another, more advanced possibility from Saab is the GlobalEye system, a jet-powered AEWNC aircraft based on the Bombardier Global 6000 business jet. GlobalEye offers longer endurance, faster transit speeds, and sensors that can track not only aircraft but also ships and ground vehicles. Globally, GlobalEye has been gaining customers, including the United Arab Emirates and Sweden itself. Its advanced multi-domain capabilities make it a compelling choice. Yet in practical terms, GlobalEye is also significantly more expensive to acquire and operate. Philippine defense planners may see the propeller-driven Saab 2000 with Erieye 2000 radar as the sweet spot between cost and capability, a solution powerful enough to transform the PAF's air defense, but affordable and practical for sustained use. While Saab is currently seen as the front-runner, Lockheed Martin's F-16 Block 70 remains in contention. The F-16 is a proven platform, widely used by U.S. allies, with powerful sensors and weapons options. If Lockheed Martin wins, reports suggest the Northrop Grumman E-2 Hawkeye is being looked at as an alternative AEWNC solution. The E-2, instantly recognizable by its large rotating radar dome, has a decades-long track record and is used by the U.S. Navy, Japan, Taiwan, and others. However, acquiring the E-2 would likely mean going through the U.S. foreign military sales process, adding new layers of approval and potential delay. This could complicate the goal of deploying a full, integrated air defense system quickly. For the Philippine Air Force, the decision isn't just about buying equipment. It's about shaping an air defense strategy that deters potential aggressors. Adding AEWNC aircraft has clear operational advantages. In peacetime, they enhance situational awareness, making it harder for intrusions or gray zone activities to go unnoticed. In crisis or conflict, they enable rapid coordination of fighter responses, tracking of missile launches, and more effective protection of critical assets. Crucially, modern warfare is data-driven. Even the best fighter jets are limited by what they can see from their own radars. An AEWNC aircraft expands that vision, feeding pilots real-time intelligence so they can react before an enemy does. This networked approach isn't just smarter, it can be decisive. And that's why AEWNC systems are often described as the crown jewel of any modern air force. The urgency isn't theoretical. Across Asia, defense budgets are rising, and tensions remain high, from territorial disputes in the West Philippine Sea to the wider rivalry between China and the United States. Philippine defense planners know that separate procurements could take years. A bundled approach, integrating fighters, AEWNC, and refueling aircraft into one deal, offers a faster path to real capability. And in defense, time is often as valuable as money. If the MRF program moves forward with an integrated package, it could mark the most significant leap forward for the Philippine Air Force in decades. Modern multi-role fighters, supported by AEWNC and mid-air refueling, would transform the PAF from a limited defensive force into a credible regional player. It would send a clear message that the Philippines isn't just modernizing for show, but building a layered defense designed to actually deter and, if needed, defend. In a region where airspace is contested daily, that's not just modernization. It's a necessity. At its heart, the AEWNC debate is about more than radars, airframes, or budgets. It's about the Philippines' place in a rapidly changing security environment. Should the country settle for incremental upgrades, or invest in a full system that can see, think, and act faster than any potential threat? For defense planners and policymakers, the answer may define the next chapter of Philippine air defense. And for millions of Filipinos, it could mean the difference between vulnerability and credible security in an increasingly uncertain world.